Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force by Definitely Not Mr. Sandman. I'm Agora.
And I have a cat on my lap.
And as you might notice if you look at our DP count, I have farmed a little in between episodes. I sat here and dueled this guy with his almighty queen deck for, well, you can see we have 25 wins against him now.
A lot.
So we can afford to buy a couple packs. One or two, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh. So?
My view is being slightly blocked by cat butt.
We will start by buying a few Wave of the Future. Just finish off this box. And see what we get.
Now there was a mix-up in what is in some of these packs.
Yeah, Shining Flare Wingman, the card I want most, is actually one of the cards we're missing from Hero Emerges. However, this still has plenty of what I do want.
Including Phoenix Enforcer and Shining Phoenix Enforcer.
So let's see what we get. Another double dude. Phantom Beast Rock Lizard.
Wasn't expecting that.
Phoenix Enforcer.
There we go, we're good. Shining Phoenix Enforcer would be the icing on the cake.
There's
Neos, who is apparently a common.
Yes, I was aware of that.
I was not. We need Diamond Dude. Dandelion, an ultra rare, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Thunder Pegasus.
It's a long period of silence for us. I think we were shocked by the getting of some of those things.
So we got two ultra rares, Phantom Beast Rock Lizard, Dandelion, two super rares, and some of the more important rares.
Yeah.
However, since I'd say the two cards we arguably want most have still eluded us, I'm going to buy at least a couple more of them before moving on.
Chimera Tech and Shining?
Yes.
We're looking for the Shinning. Not the Shining, that's copyrighted. The Shinning.
That should do it. I know it doesn't leave us with much, but we can earn much.
Yeah.
Mausoleum again.
Still nice to have.
Gangiel. Destiny Signal. That'll be more helpful.
Diamond Dude!
Thunder Pegasus. Fearmonger.
Fearmonger's pretty good. Destiny Mirage.
Dark City.
We're getting a lot of the things with...
Chimera
There we go!
Over Dragon. So while we still didn't quite get what I was hoping for,
We did get some really good cards out of that one.
including Chimera Tech Over Dragon. So at this point, instead of buying, the one more pack of this we can afford, we have the option to either buy 4 of Jaden's pack, trying for Shining Flare Wingman, or buy 4 of Zane's pack while we have access to it right now, trying for Cyber Dragons.
I say we buy Zane's pack because we'll be increasing Jaden's affection a lot more, which means we'll have access to it for longer.
Especially since once it hits max, we'll have access to it permanently.
Yeah. Alright.
I accidentally skipped the opening, but that's fine. I'm going to sort it by rarity. We got Power Bond.
Hey, there we go. Blowback Dragon,
Cyber Twin,
Gatling.
Cyber Barrier.
Ah.
A cat on a keyboard.
Oh, hello. Come here. Be good.
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties on account of the cat. However, it doesn't appear that we got too much else interesting from that, which is disappointing, but as long as we don't work with Jaden for a bit while we get more DP, it won't matter. So that becomes the question.
Then we have that ritual pack down there that's looking oh so tempting to me. I'm sorry, is that a Destiny port piece on that pack?
Yes, it is. More Eternal Memories, probably level based. Actually, I think from here on it was level based, so that's like 5, 10, 15, 20, I want to say. I wouldn't think we're level 20, but I did duel a lot.
See, my thing is, I didn't see it when we started buying Zane packs.
Well, even if you didn't see it, it's not like seeing it would have made us get it. It's more important that we work on it.
Well, no, but like, it could be collection percentage based.
I wouldn't think so, because it's in the line with the other level packs, and the level packs come every 5 until you hit 50. So we probably just overlooked it. Anyway, while I was farming, I also checked the calendar and realized that we're a week in.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 7 whole days.
10 episodes, we're a week in. So what I'm going to do is, for the next few days, I think I'm just going to stick with passing time. Because there are events, and we do have 85 days to get our partner up, so there's not much of a rush.
Especially since he'll eat just about anything. Sandwich doesn't matter to him, so long as it's not like plain. Which is good for Zane. So.
And one mechanic we have to remember is to check and see if we have a new email every morning. We don't seem to do this morning, but we don't want to miss anything.
Yeah. The events in this are a little less forgiving about time constraints.
So we'll talk to Leo's side to skip ahead a little.
There we go. Hey!
Test fusion, he fuses food in his stomachs. Yes, stomachs, plural. When he's called out for just wanting to eat, he gives Jaden some food to make up for it, but it was only his leftovers.
Sounds about right. I love excuses to eat lunch early.
Now, we'll go back to Slifer, because we're just going to be passing time to get closer to any of the scheduled events.
First test is, 8 days.
And if we can make it a month past that...
Ooh.
That will be the requirement.
Be interesting.
That'll be the requirement for getting a certain character to talk to us.
And it'll be great.
So while I don't plan on advancing all the way there, I do plan on advancing forward. And making some progress towards it. I might advance as far as the first exam before getting back to some of these duels. I just didn't want to not record the passage of time.
We just didn't want to spend the entirety of our playthrough without getting to the end of the game.
Without getting to the end of the second week.
Yeah.
I don't know why I ran down here.
No email.
Be up here. I hate that they put no on top.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards of how literally everything else does it. I would, however, like to duel Leo's at some point. Hello!
Basically, we might be good.
I might exist, maybe.
Okay. Supposedly, after the first playthrough, like once you beat this game one time with one partner, you can supposedly skip farther ahead than just, one night. But for the first playthrough, we have to live through each individual day. So I believe that the goal by the end of the first playthrough is to, once we have dueled everyone we possibly can in the playthrough, to earn allies or partners off screen unless there's a new duel show, and show the ends of the event or the results for getting each ally through. More than anything else, sticking with showing pack openings and showing off new decks and everything the whole way through.
Yeah, we really just want to have fun with this, and so far we have been, like, a lot.
Yeah, Tag Force is a great game and a great series, and I look forward to doing the rest of the series on the channel as well.
You know, we should have been giving Jaden some sandwiches.
If we give him sandwiches, we can't buy more Zane packs.
Fair, but on another playthrough, we'll be doing Zane anyway.
True, but it'll be a while to get him back up to enough hearts, because after finishing this one, we can't buy character packs until they're at 8 hearts.
Oh, you're right.
So if we want it, it's best to try to do it in the first playthrough. I'm actually tempted to try to get all of the main characters to a single heart, because I believe 1 heart is the cutoff. Because if we can get them all to 1 heart, we'll have access to all their packs at once.
So long as we don't go above that for any of them.
And again, I'm pretty sure it locks you in, so you can't go above it in a single day. Like, once you hit the end of a heart, I don't think you're allowed to raise it anymore that day.
Let's duel the computer.
Jaden, Alexis, Chaz, Bastion,
Chaz won't talk to us.
and Zane. Have we seriously not talked to Chumley or Cyrus? Or
No, we have not.
Them, rather?
No, we have not.
So
In fact, we've pretty much ignored them.
I might give Alexis some of our sandwiches that I think she'll eat, to see if I can get her to 1 heart. Just testing that theory. Maybe not. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I realize I'm not really interested in most of what Alexis has.
It's very fair. Honestly speaking, I just want to get some certain cards from certain characters and, you know.
What cards from which characters?
From Alexis, I want to get Fusion Weapon.
Is that in her pack for sure?
I believe so. I know it's a card that she used. Because Fusion Weapon would be great for, say, Steam Healer. You know, that thing that we already have that's incredibly menacing, apparently. From Cyrus, I want to get some of his machine support.
Okay, so yeah, that does look like that's probably her pack.
Yep. From Cyrus, I want to get some of his generic machine support. From Chumley, I want to get some Earth support, because most machine monsters are Earth. And while Cyber Dragon stuff is not, it'd still be nice to have, you know.
Actually, there's not much machine support in his pack.
Is there not?
Not a whole lot of it. There's the Machine Kings, but those are monsters, not quite support. There is limiter removal.
Which I wouldn't want to use anyway.
Then there's 7 completed.
Alright, well, Cyrus' pack is now uninteresting.
I still consider it one of the highest priorities because I want all the Roids.
Well, yeah, but for me specifically, I'm not very interested in that. Oh yeah, he has Machina stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the other thing was.
Yep.
So, yeah, the Machina stuff from Cyrus's pack, Earth stuff from Chumley's pack, because if I'm not mistaken, the Machina are Earth, right?
I want to say, but
I could be wrong.
doesn't look like he has any Earth support either.
Wow, these people just don't have any other generic support anymore. I was expecting, like, Gaia power.
Nope.
At the least. I'm upset. Well, I guess that leaves hardly any packs that I'm actually all that interested in.
Are there any other cards you wanted?
From them specifically? No.
I mean, in general.
In general? The Armed Dragons?
I don't remember where they are off the top of my head. We talked about it earlier. I just know they're not in Chaz's pack. Tag Survivor.
Which is gonna take a while. Just because, if I'm not mistaken, it's an event-locked one and not a character-locked one, correct?
Yeah, Tag Survivor, I believe, is unlocked for finishing Part 1.
That's gonna be a while.
Spice of Duel. Once you reach level 30, the pack Spice of Duel unlocks, which has V to Z. Because apparently Chaz doesn't get Armed Dragons or V to Zs in his pack. I know this is a more stale episode than usual, but it's because we hadn't made it far. My goal is to at least make it to the 17th, which is 4 more days. Then we can get into some more dueling. So I'm sorry for anyone who finds this to be more of a filler episode. Because honestly,
we're trying to specifically continue on with the story. Because while duels are fun, this game doesn't advance time when you duel. So, for every duel you have, you're gonna have to manually end the day.
Okay, so now that class is over, we will return to bed.
We sleep a lot.
Too much, you might say.
Yeah. But then if you do say it, you know, we don't care.
If this was Duel Academy, I'd be on my way to earning the Dropout Boy status. Tag Duel Day. No. Because we don't want to raise Jaden's status any yet.
Yeah. Hello again, cat friend.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to jump on top of me like that.
I wasn't expecting her. Just in general. Oh, we have mail.
I didn't notice it. Email.
Suspicious facility.
I have recently found out that near the Obelisk Blue Girls dorm, there's a facility that's conducting some suspicious research. They say they're researching duels and dueling. The place seems very dangerous, so please do not go near there. Near Obelisk Blue Girls.
We've unlocked the laboratory.
Do not go near there.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the location where we can trade in cards for other cards. At least you can in later games. I'm unsure here. Rental cards. He shouldn't have anything in the inventory anyway.
Password machine and card exchange machine.
Alright. The card exchange is how we'll get rid of those pesky cards over our limit.
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. Quick, step on it.
I stepped on it very quick. So yeah, here we have access to a password machine and a machine to get rid of our extra cards, which is helpful, to say the least.
That machine will let us put in cards, and depending on what we get, we will get some kind of card in return. You never know what it's going to be. It's like a lottery.
So now we'll continue moving on towards the first exam, and I definitely said all that in my usual voice. While more talk about Curry in class, detention because he doesn't like spicy things, I believe.
Oh, Sarter. You're, not very useful.
Yeah, let's forget about him.
Like the rest of the show, and
Then
he
60 days
himself.
later, we'll return to duel him.
Yeah. Duel the beds. The beds won, apparently.
Yeah, completely kicked my ass. There goes our win streak. Or
Shame
not.
on you.
Surely today, Crowler will at least end class by saying, "Hey, exam tomorrow," because the exam's tomorrow.
One should hope. Let's just not attend class tomorrow. What? What?
You can't not attend class. It's not
I
barter. It's Sarter. Curry history. Professor Garter. Professor Martyr.
know. You know Bastion did that one on purpose.
Mm-hmm. I forgot my textbook, Professor Charter.
Of course.
No, that's just mean, huh? Not a word.
Alright, well.
Let's hope the students have been looking closely at their calendars then. I have.
Looks like it's a pop quiz. Pops out of nowhere.
Dawn of the final day. The first test in school district.
We have mail. Congratulations! We've been selected again. So we have to talk to Leoside's clone at the front of the classroom. Before class.
Mm-hmm. I think in the 5 games, the Leoside gets made into sector security. I could be wrong, but
Sounds about right.
I think that's what they do to him. Because every character recurs, I believe.
In one way or another.
Except for some of the clone characters. Which this game does have some of, I did not know.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I was looking
Obviously, main characters don't recur in different series either, but...
Well, that's 10 Zane packs.
Yeah. Let's do that before.
It's gonna suck when the last thing we have to do in the entire game is the Golden Egg Witch.
Don't make me think about that.
I just realized we're already at 40% on Zane. We bought 4 packs and went up 38%. Be nice if we could chug to 100 quickly, so we don't have to keep buying it.
Yeah.
But I will be satisfied if we at least get a few Cyber Dragons. Or
Right.
Protos.
Frodo's always nice.
Cyber's
Cyber
always
Dragon.
better, though.
We got Cyber Reflector in there too. And Cyber Kieran in that last pack. And that pack.
Remind me, did we get a Cyber Twin Dragon in the first 4?
I think so. I want to say we did.
We meet the requirements to summon it using Cyber Dragon and Proto. Oh yeah, which reminds me, in my farming between episodes, we unlocked 2 things. When we beat Jerry, Bob, when we beat him 10 times, he gave us a card, which I believe was Giant Mech Soldier. I thought of it because we got one there too. When we beat him the 11th time, he actually gave us something a little more special though, which I will show as soon as I remember how to exit the shop.
You see, first you say bye, and then you walk out the door. Heaven, what did he give us?
For beating him the 11th time, we got his deck recipe for Almighty Queen.
Interesting.
Which tells us that little shit has more polymerizations than we do.
Yeah. Which is annoying. But it also proves that I was correct to fear a second A-Forces the first time we faced him.
Oh yeah, some of the times I faced him, he did pop many. And Princess of Tsurugi was dealing massive damage in a few of those duels. And this got really old.
Yeah.
Anyhow, now we will go do our exam, and that will be the end of this episode. Classroom. So this episode may be a little bit of a long one, because I don't quite remember how long the first chunk was, and we're going to have to get these 2 parts edited together.
Because Cap?
Yes.
Thanks, Jinx.
However, we are now free to skip time to class and take our exam. 2 parts, written and practical. Starting with the written, multiple choice.
Written exam begins immediately.
This may be a little difficult. Question 1. What do you call taking cards from your deck?
Draw. The stack is a magic thing.
What spell remains on the field after activation? Contiguous. Annoying.
Yeah, some of them are.
Dueling 3 times to get a winner is called a...
match.
Well, definitely not called a mulligan.
They're putting magic stuff in here.
What is the highest level a monster card can have?
12, unless you're using the FA.
Yep, that's a lot more. Limited card. How many copies can your deck have? 1 per limited card. Next is practical. Go to the duel field. The opponent's already waiting. The entire class already has their opponents waiting, even though their opponents should be from the same class.
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
Looks like it's you and me in the exam, and there's no way I'm planning to fail.
Yeah, well, I'm planning to make you fail.
Don't get used to it. That's the only one you're getting today, Gillian.
Gillian and his essential basics.
So let's show off how much better our Elemental Hero deck is than the starter deck. We already showed how much better the starter deck was than the starter deck after all.
Well, look at that. Mudball Man right off the bat.
A free copy of Mudball Man at that.
Yeah. Or 2 Mudball Man. You know, just thinking ahead here.
Mudball Man in defense, Fusion Recovery, take back Bubble Man, and Polymerization. Oh, Oversoul.
Oversoul. Isn't Mariner just Bubble Man with any E hero?
No, it's Bubble Man with Avium.
Ah. You know me, I don't know things.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Mariner. I don't intend to summon him at any
I don't even know what its effect is.
While you have a set back row card, it can attack directly. It has 1400.
That's not useful at all. Ooh. Unfortunately, Mudball Man is Earth.
Fortunately, that change isn't going to matter too much.
Fair. That's the type-based one, I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot too. Umiruka is the element.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter anyway since we got our field spell.
Indeed. Time for Mudballman number 2.
No, I'm going to save the fusion materials for now because a Thunder Giant would be even better.
That it would.
Or if they overcome Mudball Man number 1, that's when I can make Mudball Man number 2 to compensate.
Yeah.
I got a card that would allow me to return a warrior alive. However, if by his next turn he hasn't done anything pseudo-threatening, I might just summon the other Mudball Man out of sheer annoyance.
And it'd be fair. However, that defense position where Wormdrake is going to be annoying. Wormdrake. Humanoid slime. Sorry. Clayman and Clayman fuse to create
Clay
Siltloam
Guardian!
Man.
Yes, take that damage.
It's not worth shrinking. Now, Mudball Man would be worth shrinking. Hey, look, Mariner.
See, out of the original Elemental Heroes, okay, Bubble Man, Clay Man, Burstinatrix, those 3 confuse any which way. Make whatever they want. Avion confused with Burstinatrix and Bubble Man.
But not Clayman, which is annoying.
Yeah, we could have gotten like a air raid based monster.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
instead,
we got stuck with nothing. Meanwhile, Sparkman cannot combine with any of the original set except Clayman.
which is also annoying.
However, Sparkman got the unique ability to fuse with a fusion and fuse with the high level monsters like Plasma Lights, or creating Plasma Lights with Blade Edge.
Correct. However, using Mariner now would be nice since he does have that humanoid slime with its 2000 defense.
I mean, true, but I am concerned that he'll summon something stronger than 1400.
Fair, we do still have Shrink though. And as long as we have a face down spell or trap, doesn't matter what it is, he'll get his effect. So we could easily set, say, Warrior Returning Alive, just in case we have to use Shrink.
I forgot that he had something other than that slime.
The slime's annoying. Mariner's making it not as useful.
I prefer that over Sakuretsu armor because it deals damage too.
Yeah.
Now, we'll attack the face down.
Yomi ship.
That's annoying.
Incredibly annoying.
Now we'll deal a little more damage. And watch as he destroys Mariner this turn. Or not.
Or not. Elemental Recharge, that'll be a good 3,000 life points.
Be better if we still had our Mudball Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, 2 more attacks now with Mariner would be enough to win if he can't stop us by then. He is stopping us. So let's gain some life points real quick. If we had a way to keep Mariner alive, we could suicide it into that beast on our turn, thanks to Skyscraper.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we
Doesn't
don't.
matter.
Okay. That works. That very works.
See, I don't want to risk him powering up.
Yeah. It's a little harder to power up the humanoid slime.
As he proceeds to activate a card to give it 700 defense.
Well, we know it exists because it's Horned Light.
Well, let's test the water.
That was a good call.
That worked out well.
That worked out really well. That could have easily gone horribly, horribly wrong.
And now it shouldn't matter, because unless that monster has more than 2,400 defense points, we should win.
It did not.
Yeah, I could tell.
I love how he dealt 1,000 damage that entire game. We healed for 2,000, he gained 1,000, and we still dealt more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
And we had something that could still attack in the end, too.
As you can see, the exam took the rest of the evening after class, too.
Test results. 100%. Yeah. He's speechless.
He says after saying a bunch of other things.
Yeah. I don't think his PhD in dueling amounts to much outside of dueling. Or inside of dueling.
Having said that, this episode is pushing on length, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit that subscribe button and follow us for more content. I hope you stay safe, and have a wonderful night.